The world has gone crazy. What do we do? I guess all we can do is listen to the Outpost show, the human spirit experiment. He'll help us. He'll know what to do. Hey, welcome. Welcome to Alpo, the human spirit experiment. We've got breaking news, everybody. I'm back from YouTube jail. Yeah, they put me in jail for a week, had a strike against me because I said one little quote from Bill Maher, and I've got, what do you call it? Medical information misinformation. So they put me out for a whole week, but here I'm back, and it's good to be back here. A lot of things going on in the news since the last time I was here. Now, I've been on TikTok. So check me out on TikTok at Alpo Show. If you're not, also, if you could do me a favor and subscribe to my channel and then press that bell, and that way you get notified I am here, and I really, really appreciate you. So much is going on here in the last week, but guess who's back in the news? Well, Mr. $200 billion Elon Musk. And what has he done? Well, he has decided that we're getting ready to go into a recession. Yes, thank you, Tracy. I did survive. I did survive, and I want to know, just let you all know. So here we are, and Elon Musk is in the news, and he is predicting that we are going into a recession. And which Elon Musk is that? Well, this is the one who says we need to change our brain. One of his biggest companies he's developing is the Neuralink. And if you don't know what that is, take a minute.
One of the devices, it would be it basically implanted in your skull. So, but it would be flush with your skull. So you basically take out a chunk of skull, put the Neuralink device in there. You put the electrode, you'd insert the electrode threads very carefully into the brain, and then you stitch it up, and you wouldn't even know that somebody has it, and so that it can interface basically anywhere in your brain. So it could be something that helps cure, say, eyesight, like returns your eyesight, even if you've lost your optic nerve type of thing.
Really?
Yeah, absolutely. Hearing, obviously. I mean, pretty much anything that it could, in principle, fix almost anything that is wrong with the brain.
So he sounds like Jesus, man, doesn't he? I'm going to heal the blind. Sounds like his words is becoming gospel to a lot of people. Well, okay, so there's that Elon, and then, of course, there's this one.
Out of his mind for saying this?
So by the time this video is over, you might want to join him there. So here you go. We go back to Elon Musk. And of course, he is famous for his feuding with the president of the United States, Joe Biden. Yes, this Joe Biden. He came out and he said Biden is as damp as a sock puppet in human form. Pretty crack up now here. Okay, so now Elon comes out, all right, and he makes this. He's predicted, this is in 2021, by the way. Predicting macroeconomics is challenging, to say the least. My gut feeling is maybe around spring or summer 2022, but not later than 2023. So he is absolutely predicting that there's going to be a recession. Now, the whole question is right now, Are we in a recession? Are we in a recession? Well, according to what is it, the gross national product? Okay, didn't have that chart here with me. It's where when it goes lower, and then what the actual gross national product of spending, so to speak, when it goes down, that's when we enter a recession. I'm going to do a show just on recession, difference between recession and depression. So let's go with his predictions here. So he's saying in 2021 that it could be no later, which means now. All right. So now he goes, based on past experiments, about 12 to 18. Wait a minute. Wait a second here. So according to him, on past experiences, that it's going to last about 12 to 18 months. Companies that are inherently negative cash flow need to die so that they stop consuming resources. That's interesting. Now I want to go, where did he get kind of that information? Now we can go back and look at what happened in the Depression. And this gentleman, who was Andrew Mellon, who was the secretary of the Treasury Department, the guy who ran the money, he says in 1929, Secretary of Treasury Andrew Mellon faced the impending Great Depression and said, "Bring it on. Liquidate labor, liquidate stocks, liquidate the farmers, liquidate real estate. It will purge the rottenness out of the system. High cost of living and high living will come down. People will work harder, live a more moral life. Values will be adjusted, and enterprising people will pick up the wrecks from the low competent people." So where did he get that idea? Right here, based on past experience, about 12 to 18 months. Well, of course, he's talking about a recession. This guy's talking about a depression. But don't they kind of mean the same thing? Look what they're doing. They're liquidating the farmers. Look what they're doing. Liquidating stock. We're getting ready to have a stock crash. I just watched a whole show on that. Liquidating real estate. Who's buying up all the real estate? The big companies. And it's actually calling them, by taking away people's home, the rottenness of the system. And which kind of tells us how they feel about us. They're not really looking out for us. They're actually buying up everything from the people. And here's a quote, Tracy: "The rich are buying up land in Montana. They're literally trying to, I don't know if you know this, but I know that Russia is the one that's been in the news, but not China. But guess who's been buying up farmland here in the United States? China. You don't hear about that. You look it up yourself. Go Google it. China's buying up American farmland. They own the pork industry here. I believe they own Tyson Chicken also. So who's doing this? You don't see this in the news. All you hear about is Russia. And Bill Gates too. Bill Gates is buying up a lot of land. Thanks, Tracy. Himself. They're buying up our land. Farmers, as you can see with the price of everything going up, they are not planting their full crops. They're not planting full crops. So if they have 100 acres, they're only doing like 75, according to how much they can afford without the fertilizer, which is phosphorus, potassium, one other thing. Anyway, so this is what's being done to us. So now here comes the question. That's what we're going to do. Okay. Do we have our head in the sand? I mean, You know, inflation is like literally skying here. I mean, only the rich are going to be able to afford filet mignon, which in a Iowa meat farms is $59.99 a pound. It looks like most people will be eating the one on the right, cattleman steak. Also, you have a New York. Look at the left here, $44.99 a pound, all the way to the dried aged ribeye steaks, which is $69.99. So no matter where we see it, inflation is around. Inflation is not going away. The higher interest rates are coming. Now, they were supposed to raise them just this month, here in June, a half a point, and then another half a point. Most of us go, hey, what's a half a point? Well, you know, when it's already 5, now you're going to do 2 halves, make a whole. Then the prediction is, and I think it could be higher, inflation could be at 8%. That means people won't be able to buy homes that are first homes under the 300,000 mark. So we are headed for something here. So, you know, the whole thing is, you know, is Elon the prophet? Okay. Or is Elon
Out of his mind for saying
blowing
this?
smoke up our rears? You'll have to be the one to decide. He's one of the elitist 1% of the 1%. And so is he leading us somewhere? Is he actually looking out for us? Or is he just here to make more money? Now, remember this. He just dropped 10% of all of his employees. Okay. I think with more to come. Who's he going to replace with? Robots. Can you spell robots? Robotts. Robbtts. That's what's coming. You be the one to make that decision. Leave your comments. Give me a like. Oh, there we go. Thank you. Nitrogen, phosphorus, and potassium, which is what is in the fertilizer. And without that, you don't have the high yield. Okay. Thank you. I remember 2 out of 3, but you know, when you just turn the big 6-5, well, what do you know? So listen, I'll be back later here. Check out my TikTok videos. I've been doing 15, 16 TikTok videos, giving you some information on what's going on, and also funny. So we're going to be more like the human comedy experiment now, because YouTube is not liking what I do. And so I'm going to always try and take a funny spin so that we can find more laughs. And I think that's what's the most important thing is. You see children laugh 400 times a day, and an average adult laughs 15 times a day. Somewhere on the way, we have lost 385 laughs a day. And if I've given you some news to give you to think about or comment, or giving you just a couple laughs, I have done my duty to mother. And that is what I'm here to do, is help you laugh and also help you get informed. Until I see you next time, I catch me on TikTok, and I'll be, if I'm not on at 9 to 9, which I probably will be. It's hard to do TikTok and everything all at once, but that's what I'm working on, putting out a lot of TikTok videos as well as doing shows a day. So you'll see me at 9:05 again tonight. And until then, let's stay together, no matter how hot the weather.